So it does work out in my favor.
That doesn't always work out as somebody who sees estate stuff all the time.
But I will not have children because children are more debt. Quite
That's
frankly,
not relevant if your estate is all of the stuff that you have when you die. So if your estate has money, it will pay off your debts.
But he'll be dead,
Then
so
I'm
he'll
going
be
to
using-
burn it all down.
That's fine.
And I
You do what
don't
you want.
even own my home.
Do you plan to have a long-term partner who may inherit?
Ha!
Well, okay, it is
That's
you, but
sad.
As he's getting ready to die, he just
Sorry.
gives it all to them.
Some of us are complete assholes.
What does that have to do with you?
Some of us don't want to push our asshole nature on someone else, so we simply stay alone.
That doesn't sound very
That's sad.
asshole-ish of
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
I'm just gonna
what I
find
was
another
saying.
asshole.
No. I'm an asshole. I'm not an irredeemable cunt. Very different.
I have a question there. If
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
not trying to push your assholishness on other people, why are you here?
Phoenix, I think
I've
what
been
he's saying is if we don't hear a gunslide racking and a gunshot in the next
Wait,
2
we don't
minutes.
have admins?
No, they're all dead. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck,
no.
I'm
Ramen,
toast.
do
You're
not
in charge,
tempt me.
Bollocks.
I will put my I won't shoot myself, but I will put this on open and just rack my pistol for 5 hours.
I've done that.
Yeah.
He has.
Yeah, we occasionally hear commentary from Ramen on gun design in games with associated sound effects. But anyway,
Yeah.
We had an entire
God,
around
did-
those racks.
did
someone
Yes,
reminded
what?
me that we're meant to be running the asylum tonight. So, open war on Fallujah by Ninja.
Who?
Give us the rundown,
Some
and
other
someone
ass-
else please ping people.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the follow-up to Tuscan Raiders from 2 weeks ago. The mission on not Zargabad. What map was that? Yeah, whatever. But it was to push in, knock out CSAT Communications HQ and command sources there, as well as hamstring the command center for them. It didn't go so well. You got about halfway through, so they still have an airfield. But, I mean, you still did some damage at least. So this is a follow-up with a different platoon who lived. And your objective is simply to push in, knock out an HQ here, and secure a hospital without killing anyone in the hospital, if you can. We are going to be taking this area for tactical reasons that you don't need to know about. It just needs to be taken. You need to knock out any enemy forces in the area and conclude your push once you've secured the hospital and held it against enemy attacks that will attempt to retake the area from you. And once you've managed to essentially hold the area, enemy forces will come in, or friendly forces, sorry, will come in to reinforce you. That's it. You've got 2 objectives. Knock out CSAT HQ and capture the hospital. Also, we're on Fallujah, so good luck.
Dibs, I'm not being in leadership this week.
Do we get to play with IEDs?
No, because that would...
But it was in the holiday brochure, Ninja. Why else
No.
would I come to Fallujah?
The holiday brochure is for me, not you.
Wait, does that mean you're playing with IEDs?
I have no idea. That's a great
No,
question.
he's clearly playing with himself. Next question.
Oh.
But for this one, it's just a max of 4 mechs. There's only 4 mechs available. If you want to take 1 mech, if you want to take 2 mech, 3 mech, 4 mech, whatever you want to do, it's up to command. I've unplugged the mechs from fire teams this time, and it looks like the Spectres didn't get moved for some reason with the lobby manager. That's annoying. So Spectres are below Olympus and the Gyps, and then Ravens are right above them.
User joined your channel.
But Spectres and Ravens are the mechs.
Hey, look, the admin is just in time to do the slotting. Perfect.
We can do full alpha, 4 mechs, and a FAC, I do believe.
Yeah, a FAC or a platoon sergeant will be required.
Yeah. So, yeah, full alpha, 3 mechs. 4 if someone else shows up. Someone ask Trench if he's planning on attending. And
On the server.
that's so.
He said he would be 5 to 10 minutes late, so he'll be.
Okay, so he's on the server, so we are actually at 23 in that case, once whoever else gets here, so it's 4 max. Either way, we will need an Alpha squad leader. You will be in charge of the mission. You will have a Sergeant Fac and a medic.
Thank you, Heyday.
Right. Thank you, Hedo. You are going to need a... Is there loadout differences between Platoon Sergeant and Fac Ninja?
Take the fact
No.
they're already
Fac
on the
has
correct
factory.
net.
Yeah, they're
Alright.
already on FactNet, and it's easier.
Gotcha. So we will need a Fac. You will be running the mechs. I'm assuming people are going to wait for slots, so we will be taking all 4 mechs unless Heyday has something else to say about it. So with that,
The
Alpha's
slotting works well
Dibs.
that way. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Dibs,
Yep.
dibs,
Dibs.
dibs.
Whatever
that's
works
what I'm
best for your slotting.
That's what I'm saying. So Dibs is now open, including all 4 mech slots. That is Raven and Spectre down the bottom of the list. Okay, only Blevins using their dibs. Right, we are going to need a platoon medic to go with Hado.
Squad medic.
Alpha squad medic, yeah.
God medic, even, yes. And we're still looking for that FAC as well. We are also going to need an Alpha 1, an Alpha 2, and an Alpha 3 fire team lead. All right, I see what everyone's waiting for. All right, we're going for the mechs now, so all the way down to the bottom of the list. We are going to need a Raven 2 pilot. We are going to need a Spectre 1 pilot. We are going to need a Spectre 2 pilot. All 4 mechs are slotted. We are going to need an Alpha 3 fire team leader and a FAC. Thank you, Zorro. We still
Wait.
require a FAC.
Sorry, that was my bad. Meant to slot myself. Had Zoro selected for some reason.
Zoro's like, no, wait.
Sorry,
let me
Zoro.
around."
Wait, what?
I was zoned the fuck out and suddenly I was leading the fire team.
Right, we still need that FAC. We cannot go further till we have a FAC. You'll be going, hey, mech boys, go off over here and make things explode. Very simple. You don't have to worry about them landing.
You also don't need to give them fire missions.
It's fun, Phoebe swears. Phrase you probably haven't heard in a long time.
That's a throwback.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
Phoenix,
you want me on radios?
and
Oh, yeah.
fill those teams to 5.
The only way to get the experience you need, Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Why am I moving TV in the battle? What's going on?
No, Devious
issue?
just hopping
What?
about himself.
Oh, hold on. No, there we go. Sorry, you were just clicking where I was clicking.
Extra people showed up while I wasn't looking.
Oh.
Oh, Ramen
Hubbies
goes
are
AAR, and
5
we're good.
seers, right? Yeah,
Because
no,
isn't
but
Trench
as
gonna be
well.
late?
He's going to be late, but we're still going to want to put him somewhere, aren't we? Otherwise, it'll
I
if
will
it's
warn you.
5
AR,
man
AT,
vehicles.
either.
The
So-
Humvees are 5-seaters. I'm just
Oh, it's
throwing that out there.
Humvees? Okay.
Well, Command's going to have to ride somewhere.
I was
Yeah,
going to say,
he'll ride with us, I guess.
Ramen or Trench into the Alpha 1 slot, and whichever one's not, Jip as a rifleman, join on command.
Can he go as a AR and B1?
Yeah, that'll work.
Cool.
So Trench in there.
I was just going to leave him, let him join as and when, because he's not even in TS.
Oh shit, so he's not.
Yeah, just
All right,
this one.
I'll chuck him a message and tell him to find command when he gets in. Right, with that, to the map screen, if you please.
Oh, I agree with Ryan. Trench for platoon sergeant. He'd love it.
Yeah, I third this.
Sounds like a unanimous vote.
Admins aren't here, so staff is in the ruling class now.
Toast,
So.
toast.
Toast's here.
No,
Just
no,
not
he's not here.
sending.
He's not
Oh,
here.
that's right. Toast did arrive.
He's not here.
Oh, that's
He's
that's
not
the
really
fake-
here, though.
That's the blow up toast that we put when
Yeah,
we want to
that's
scare
the one
people.
I-
So tack.
I mean,
It's
that's
the
one
blow
I
up toast
use
that
as
Ninja
slogan.
owns. Usually it's occupied elsewhere on op days. So
Dude, Toast, do you want to play some Breakpoint later? Yeah, sure.
Oh wow, no, he is here. Wow, look at that.
Bubble Buddy Toast.
Miraculous.
Burnt toast.
Wait, there's
Oh,
a
rip
there's an
payday.
AH1Z in that
For
screenshot.
payday, what?
client
Oh.
missing it.
Oh no,
What am I
that's,
what?
That's the
Run.
arrow. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
What is this
I'm
ace
gonna,
stuff?
It seems like it works.
That's fine.
Is that the profiling branch error?
Yeah.
I'm on standard though, so
No, that
no,
thing
no,
is
yours
your
is a
mods aren't
different one,
updated.
Roman.
they are updated though. I updated. Oh, okay, maybe not selected. Something happened about.
Yeah, you might have something unchecked.
All right, well, I'll be back.
Command. Do you want me on FAC or command net the most of the time?
We can figure that out at mission.
Go.
You're going to be on both, mate.
I
That's
don't think
pretty much a
Yeah, I
requirement.
think I'll have
Do
you
I
on
have
both, and you
to-
could probably
Do
do
I
on
have
both, and then
two
dip the 3 for
radios?
3 maybe. Up to you.
All right.
this might not be the right version of the mission.
User
If it's a
joined-
normal
good.
fact loadout, you should have 2
I
videos. Yeah.
Pushed
Three.
Okay.
a version.
It
I pushed one when I
is.
joined. When I
It's the
joined the
correct
server
one of the
earlier
mission.
today.
It's just those two red triangle, red X marks, and then hospital isn't named properly. Yeah, whatever. We'll see what's wrong.
So where's hospital? What do I need to worry about?
Hospital is over here. That is hospital.
Okay.
And enemy forces will come in from the west and south as reinforcements. Enemy AA is in the air. And since it's open war, there will be conflict overhead of you. If it bleeds over to you, deal with it.
That sounds
Gotcha.
like fun.
This middle plus is that just a hard point, or is that another objective?
That isn't supposed to be there. That was one of the ones I thought I deleted.
Gotcha.
That's why I'm wondering if this is the wrong
I
wrong
don't
version.
think so, Ninja.
It
Well,
was
simple reason
version
you check
3.
administration, you've got the correct numbers for the vehicles.
Yeah, so I mean that's why I'm confused. I wonder if it's like a thing with Farbad or something.
Potentially. Fallujah.
But this is Fallujah.
That
Question: have we got spare barrels in the resupply?
You should get them. If they're not there, I'll just add them.
I mean, it's the gun that doesn't swap barrels.
It
so
does.
why?
MXLSW does have a changeable barrel.
Really shouldn't. What I did specify though was multiple canteens.
Yeah, well, it does have a changeable barrel. So, right. Anyone
Any
got
other
any questions for Ninja?
Oh, there will be the actual mechs that you guys have. Memorize the camos of your friendly ones because there will be hostile ones this time
Oh yeah.
With the
There were
big
hostile
cannon?
ones last time.
with the big cannon. The last one was
Ah,
anti-infantry. These ones will be anti-mech.
What do we have for if the air threats become a threat to us, how do we deal with it?
You have
Stingers.
stingers, which is throwing spitballs at a battleship. So good luck.
I mean, the mechs can jump, right? So
Yep.
No
just,
questions
just
from
jump
command.
and
All
just
good.
blast them in the side as they go past. It'd be fine.
Those 2 southern arrows. Did you say something about those 2 southern arrows not supposed to be there, or are they supposed to be there?
Those are supposed to be there. Those
Okay, cool.
all of the
All right,
arrows are
command's
fine.
good.
Oh boy.
Oh boy,
Oh boy.
So we're good
we're
then,
out
yeah?
to see the wizard.
Send it.
User joined your channel.
You took my slap, Levins. I was Raven 1 once.
You let somebody else have it now.
Yeah, true.
If you said something, I'd
I
swap,
could upgrade.
swap it.
Nah, dude, I'm fine with it. The black ones do look cool, though.
Oh yeah, they.
Check.
Check back net.
Spectre 1 online.
Hey, Havarian.
What's up? Fucking trucks.
What channel are you on the 343?
Spectre 2, who's brewing the coffee?
Channel 3. Your job, Spectre 2.
But yes, the reason it has a swappable barrel is because it's a fantasy weapon. That's my headcanon.
Okay, cool. Why do I want to keep
it's about
fantasy.
fantasy.
Might as
Those
well
mags
keep it.
being 100 rounders.
I don't
No,
know.
you know what? Maybe
it's
the
a fantasy caseless weapon.
I was gonna
Yes,
say it's
this 100
caseless,
rounder.
so like you can double stack them pretty tight. I bet.
Maybe the entire like lower end of the front
can't
guard
stack 100
like
rounds in that
folds
fucking thing,
open
that's for fucking sure.
like a.
I think you might be able to if they're caseless.
Maybe you just
like a lever.
So,
yeah,
caseless
maybe
makes
you
it
just
shorter,
like you just
not thinner.
separate the upper at the front
Yeah, but-
pivot pin there, and then you pull the barrel out the back. Maybe I don't know.
Pedro,
I don't work
consider
here.
that most bullets are larger, like the cartridge is much larger in diameter than the actual bullet. So if those are caseless and they're approximately the same diameter as the bullet, it could easily work, I think.
I mean, so.
But apart from that,
the
I have a
bag
bag with 100 rounds of 308 in it. I can show you it's a lot smaller than you think.
Sleeves the round itself, correct?
Yeah, I
Usually,
think
but
the
not always.
Problem is they went with calling the MX line caseless, and there's just no good evidence for that.
I mean, the only caseless
no
weapon
no
we
cases
see,
eject when we shoot it, so perfect.
but it still has an ejection port.
Yeah, it has an
Well,
ejection
yeah, you need
port.
an ejection port to
I think it's
take
meant
care of
to be able-
malfunctions.
Yeah.
If you clear a
I mean,
malfunction,
the
it needs
only
to go
caseless
somewhere.
weapon we actually have is a stoner.
That's not entirely true. Oh, that we have. Yeah, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
in the game, yeah, because that thing is absolutely caseless.
Can someone remind me the N-laws? Do they go top down?
Yeah,
If you hit,
kind of.
change the
mode
fire
for it.
mode to
I will
overfly
explain
top
it. I will
attack, it will,
explain it.
yes. I think it's either Control Tab or something like that.
Yeah,
is the-
Zoro, you've got two fire modes. Press F to swap between them.
So F is giving me a little like down arrow in the bar.
Indicator
Yeah,
in the
that's
top
one,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
You will
yeah.
still
The
point
down
it
arrow is
directly
top.
at your target.
So the
Yeah.
top attack doesn't actually change the trajectory. It just it shifts the point of aim a little bit higher, but then it
Okay.
deliberately overflies the target and then explodes
you
from above.
aim at the same
when
place.
it
Yeah,
misses.
you should
changes
always
the
aim at the target,
trajectory.
regardless of which
It's
mode
what
you're using.
Darkwing is trying to say.
Mhm. So point at the target. You then track it. I think it's
With
press T
Yes,
or
hold
tab.
the whatever. If it gives you a range in the bottom, that's the correct button.
Yeah.
Just hold that
Yeah.
for 3 seconds or so if it's moving, and then
If-
fire.
I would advise not firing it against a moving target because the tracking is a little bit.
If you
The
do
tracking
that, if you do
is
that,
not
Hilarious.
honestly,
tracking,
lead manually.
It's
lead manually.
inertial.
better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's radially inertial, which
Yes.
is not the same thing as predicting the target's path of movement. It basically only works perfectly if the target is driving in a perfect circle around you. If they're
Okay.
approaching you like in a straight line but offset a little bit, the radial inertial tracking will miss ahead of the target.
If it slows, if it speeds up, if it turns,
Wait, no,
it's not going to
behind
work.
behind the target.
Okay.
If
So it's
sorry,
better
if
to
they're
lead
approaching you,
manually,
it'll miss
just use
behind
the
you.
top down and don't worry about the tracking because it's
That's
ass.
funny.
It's really great against stationary targets. If you've got a stationary target, point, press tab. You don't need to worry about ranging as long as it's in it's within 800 meters. You'll hit it. Very very powerful, but it sucks balls against moving targets.
Okay. I mean, I probably won't need to use it, but you never know.
Are you touching?
Yeah, it's
You'll
gonna
be in
do
an
fuck
urban
all against the mech.
What do you feel against mechs?
Swapping
You'll
out
probably be
no
other armored
tracer
vehicles.
magazines for tracer magazines.
Tanks and APCs.
Yeah, we're gonna have
that's
a
when you're
fun
going.
time.
Yeah, the N-Law kind of compensates for a slightly smaller warhead by having the overfly top attack to attack the top armor.
So
Nice.
I think what it is
Yeah.
that the normal mags are.
It's still decent against tanks. Like it does damage.
Well,
Not
depends on the weapon.
significant.
I'm trying to find that's what this is.
I came up too.
I don't know. I like the Maws much more.
I would like all tracers.
Yeah,
all
the
together.
Maz is more of a mat weapon than the N-Law is.
Like a month
The
and a half.
N-Laws are disposable.
Uh,
Yes.
Second?
Not in vanilla, but with Ace. Yes.
There was a,
I mean, in real life, they're disposable. You fire them, you drop the whole thing.
Yeah. The vanilla Arma PCML is a reloadable launcher, but the Arma and real world, or the Ace in the real world N-Law is disposable.
Back a couple days.
I think. I mean, that's really cool.
I might go grab some extra bandages so I can find them.
Also, the vanilla NLAW is PCML is lock on, which is a creative interpretation.
It's like they were trying to marry the NLAW with the
It's like they read the press briefing that said the NLAW is a missile, and they said, "Oh, that means it can lock onto targets, right?"
For supplies that automatically add.
It does not do that.
It doesn't even track targets very well.
He's like a Canadian
Nope,
colonel.
no, it's balls. It's complete
He's Canadian
trash.
Yeah. Just like, you know, staff level logistics support and stuff.
I kind of like it. I wish it had a way of engaging targets out past its max range. I think that would really open it up a lot in effectiveness, but 800 meters it self-destructs. But like it's a rocket. If it's gonna give me an 800 meter max like
It's the same company.
level flight, great. But all right, but self-destruct at 1600 meters then.
Business systems.
Is it 800 for the NLAW? Really?
Yeah, 800. It's pretty short.
I mean, 800 is the standard for the RPG-7. I know that.
That's all right.
7 or 32?
Put the
Oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah, that's the weird thing about it. The NLAW, or the, at least its implementation in ARMA, the NLAW reaches 800 meters and just gives up. The RPG-7 assumes if you haven't hit anything by 800 meters, it's well and truly lost. Because hitting anything at 800 meters with the RPG-7 is already pretty challenging. Especially like the real world variant where you have to deal with like differential thrust from the wind catching it and turning the rocket or something.
Yeah.
Fun fact, the RPG-7 will turn into the wind when you fire it.
Subject matter expert, you know, from the
because the guidance fins are at the rear, so they catch the wind and turn the rocket.
Support for a key customer. So I don't particularly agree with that. As a
Oh,
thing.
so that's
The other
not
one is
intentional to
resource
counteract the
management.
wind. That's just
Fuck that
a consequence of the RPG.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's an
Yeah.
old weapon. It's a really old weapon.
Because have you met Gen Z?
To be fair, so was the Carl Gustav.
Like, really.
Yeah, but
I feel like the Carl Gustav is
the
more
Carl
just-
G
it's so reliable.
isn't a rocket.
You know, because they're really happy to stand up and
Yeah,
say,
I guess
No,
it is a
recoilless rifle.
this, or
Yeah, it
no,
is.
this doesn't align with my values, or no, I'm not.
As far as I
going to
know,
do
it's
that
no
job that you
guidance.
tasked me with because I don't feel like it.
And sail
You know,
until.
literally, like, the
Ooh, there
guy
are
who
guided
did it, gets fucking
projectiles
fired, and,
for
you know,
the
he get
M3, Carl G,
beaten,
all that
or you
family.
get fucking
The new
chewed out
modern
by
version with the carbon
a
fiber
platoon
barrel and
sergeant
shit.
who take you to the
Yeah.
side and go,
Well,
why the fuck are you
I
refusing
want to
to
say I
soldier?
think the
What is
projectiles
this?
are
Sometimes
actually
you've got to do the
like
shit. Get on with
compatible.
it. No, I don't want to.
Could be wrong on that.
Are those rockets, or do they just use something like inertial guide?
And then the other bit is project management, where it's, you know,
I
making the thing
think I want to
work
say I
and
think
working
the
with
guided
customers.
ones
My
do have a
brain is like
little.
the
No,
way
I'm not
works
going to
is I'll
speculate.
probably
I don't know what the fuck I'm
I
talking
mean, if it's a
about.
recoilless rifle, I do
and
not
look
think
at all
they're
the building
rockets.
blocks and make it up and polish them.
But I know that
and-
there's like
and,
time
you know,
projectiles and shit.
Yeah,
like
but
airburst and
if I
stuff.
have a Lego
Like you can have stuff like base bleed artillery
take it apart,
rounds.
see how it is
I
put
guess you
together
could just
rather
put
than
fins
putting
on
it
it
together
that
in the first
unfold
place.
after you
If
launch
that
it,
sort of
and
makes
then
sense.
That's
Like,
what I would expect
I was
most.
shown
Yeah,
maths
little
is the
deployable
way that
arrow
maths was taught when I was growing up
steering
was
package.
You have the smallest Lego block and you work up to the big piece. Whereas the way that my brain works is like, give me the fucking solution and let me see how it's made, rather than making me work for it in a different
Ooh,
manner.
we have tow Humvees. I see.
It was billed as that, the steam position, but really it's like ERP
But the issue
system
is,
support. so it's kind
the
of
thing is,
like
we have
almost
4 mechs.
Yeah, I
We
know.
need
We're
to
probably
propose
not even going to bring the
missions
tow
that
Humvees.
failed, basically.
Well, the only reason that you guys brought a Tommy last time was because Felix was like, I want to tell her.
Is like electronic
Yeah,
control.
personally, as command.
It's the processing system that all the business
I don't know if it
uses,
ever
so
actually
all the
got used.
transactions go through this like.
It did get
software
used.
that was made
I
in the
I couldn't tell you
1980s
how
and 30s,
effectively
it's
it
fucking
was.
shit, It breaks all the
used,
time.
but-
So it's basically IT support light, but also helping people with projects. It's a bit more money. It's completely different. Like I've been doing this job for nearly 9 years, and there's been no progression. There's been no sort of movement on it. The wage has been relatively shit for what it is. So yeah, you know, something different, something new. Hopefully more money, get some skills and drills out of it. Because the manager, when I was doing the interview, said that most of the people on that team had like ISO accredited certificates for project management and things like that. But I might have talked about that belt thing I did.
They're not for any
Hello.
so.
Belt thing?
Yeah, I know.
Hello.
Oh.
No.
Oh!
Come over here, I want to drop a chair on your head.
Okay.
You're being
Oh,
summoned.
okay, sorry. I mean, this sounds important.
Stand underneath like him, I'll drop a chair on your head. It's gonna be awesome.
Remember, if they fill the paperwork out wrong, they can't do anything to you.
This is non-service related, just getting that out of the way early. Right, is someone underneath the chair?
Yes. I think the Mark 19 makes other things.
Go, baby, have a chair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Guys, just try to find the best spots you can. Just anyway, 8 more minutes. Please do not be
Chair back up there then.
Alright.
Non-service related.
I mean, you can also just
Let me see if I fit in the back here.
Wheels are ace interactable.
Oh shit, that is cool.
Yeah.
I'm really liking these Humvee models. They're nice.
Yeah, they're really nice.
I love the
They
turrets.
have been a bit buggy. Like, I think audio is still fucked in them.
They act like an armored
Yeah,
vehicle
yeah,
for
audio
audio,
is
right?
a bit fucked.
Does it go baroom, baroom, baroom?
Do they want trench? Did you get?
It is a little fucked, I guess.
I got a chat
Yeah,
radio,
I
but
can
you didn't hear me.
Turtle.
Oh, nice.
What radio channel you on, by the way?
Thank you for climbing up.
4.
Point your gun in my face.
Thank you.
Is French not?
I'm gonna change my channel block.
By the way, if you didn't notice, these are fuck yeah branded tires.
Oh no.
I like your
Really?
mustache.
Yeah, read them.
Thanks.
Just fuck yeah.
My mum gave it to me.
Instead of Goodyear.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's what
Raven
I don't
and
know.
Spectre, meet me at the back of the HEMTTs by the mechs.
Northwest. Your mech, Blevins.
Right here.
What's up, y'all? Okay, so the
Hey-o.
plan is you're all support. We're gonna have you relatively integrated in the urban fighting, but we're gonna have you stepped back in a Raven Spectre split to where Raven is supporting from the northwest, northeast. I keep doing that, and Spectre's blocking on our southwest. So you'll see 2 points where it's Raven support, 2 points where it's Spectre block. Spectre block is going to be looking west-southwest both times to determine if anyone's coming across the New Bridge MSR. The Raven support is going to be attempting to destroy the towers at CSAT Command and any helicopters you see and heavy weapons emplacements. Be sure you are not firing the 120 millimeter within 100 meters of friendly infantry, and make sure you're spotting where CSAT is engaged close with infantry and don't support that, because that's going to go poorly for both sides. Spectre, I think you're going to be running mostly down the MSR. I would like you to inform me of any opportunities you identify that are, hey, this is a good place where I can look over buildings and shoot stuff. If you don't find them, stay on the main road so that you have the ability to retreat or push forward as needed. Raven, I do want you more involved with the individual infantry, and so I want you at the rear of any column, but following up to be able to move to a base of fire similar to the A2, A1, A3 bases of fire. I want you to be able to roam around there, take cover behind buildings if you need to, and be able to support the hospital entrance.
You have to understand one thing, Phoenix. If we encounter any other mechs, it's going to be a free-for-all. So anything going around, like, I'm not going to be holding fire.
This is the initial plan. As it hits, things will change. That's fine.
Hello.
I just want you to be able to mutually support each other as Raven and Spectre teams. Does that fit for you guys?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
For
Alrighty.
Raven, we just need to make sure we're not running up on the infantry, so that if a mech does show up, we can fight them without having to worry about the infantry.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
Or
You
we
have
draw the battle
freedom
away
of
from them.
movement within 500 meters of your actual assigned point. unless something changes, in which case we need to change the point and your freedom of maneuver relative to it.
There's also the issue that we can't step over obstacles.
Yep.
So unless it can be knocked down, we're basically limited to either jumping or...
That's why I'm putting you on roads, unfortunately, because while it's going to be more visible, it's also going to be more maneuverable.
Hey, you want to make a contingency plan with the AI, the infantry. If we encounter mechs, it's better for them to just herringbone something and get cover.
They
for the
are
time being, maybe.
planning on doing that as far as
Yeah, I'm
payday
just gonna
briefed.
have them get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, get the fuck out of the way.
If there is any armor
Very
contact,
accurate.
just fucking move.
Yeah,
Don't be with it.
I just told Phoenix is like if we encounter any other mechs, it's gonna be a free for all, and we don't know what's gonna happen in that short span of time. Like it's gonna be big guns firing.
Phoenix, also, if you could have them kill the towers as soon as we see the towers.
That was my intention for Raven. Yes.
Cool. Yeah, as soon as we see them, just fucking flatten those pieces of shit.
Spectre, as you're going to be moving past it on the southern road next to the MSR, you do have the option of looking north from this side road.
Oh, it's gonna be here where we can see stuff.
Okay.
Because these are shacks, we can see over those.
All right, you got a Spectre Tower shooting point. That's approx where you think that you'll be able to, and if you can, awesome. If you can't, let me know. We'll see if you go to blocking or if you have, if you're involved in an engagement and you just need to take care of that.
Yeah.
Do you want me to drive a resupply truck?
If you could bring a fuel Vic, just in case.
Fuel Vic? Okay. That's the problem.
We get automatic resupply when we get here, but the fuel thing is just horrendous.
Yeah, that's true.
If you don't have fuel, you can't come back and get resupply.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Nolan
let me
was
see
the
if I
only
can
one that
find
ran
one.
out of fuel in the last.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was flying about. It's possible you'll have a little bit more endurance now because flying is a little less useful, but we'll see.
No, I don't have
It'd still be very
I'm
useful
a weak
inside the
man
city,
with noodle
so it
arms.
gets us above
It might.
the city to
Yeah.
shoot down and stuff rather than try.
But yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can find a fuel truck, and if there are no further questions,
The Seaside HQ also might have a fuel truck.
it might. Let me check on Arcomm.
Try not to get your legs damaged. It's a long way back.
Also, you can use the fuel stations on the map to refuel your mech. Just
Oh
a
yeah,
heads up.
yeah, you can, because they run off of regular gasoline.
Yeah.
Somehow.
It's a
Don't
98
question it.
ethanol.
It just needs a high enough octane. All right, I'm gonna go find a fuel truck.
Question, Phoenix.
Yes.
The towers command was referencing, those are just like the CSAT, like metal
Yes.
brick of a tower? Okay. Those are the ones
They
we
will
were
be
flattening on first
destroyable.
sight.
Yes.
Okay. And are
We just want to make
expecting-
sure there's no heavy weapons on top.
Gotcha.
Or
I mean, make sure there's no heavy ones on top, just to make sure there's no
surviving. Yes. Surviving heavy weapons.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Alrighty.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Alright, so we're Stark Black.
Raven true and fact channel. Check.
Good check.
One check, fact check.
Good check. Alright, it would appear, all Spectre and Raven call signs, that we will not be able to refuel from a fuel truck, and therefore you will have to return to this point. So I will be with command.
What about ammo? Is that an ammo truck I saw over there?
Wait one. Yep, it's gonna be coming back here or a fuel station, unfortunately, so I am not able to bring mobile resupply.
Well, that was kind of weird. My mech just shut down by itself.
Saw that. I thought you were just crouching.
Hey, we have a tow rope. We might be able to drag it back to base if it gets disabled.
Good to know.
In fact, this is Spectre 1. What's our situation in the convoy?
Wait one. All call signs flank if you cannot, flank if you are able to the front of the convoy if you are not able to.
Are we going to be using our code names or our actual names?
Code names? You mean the call sign?
Yeah, call sign.
Probably Spectre 1, Spectre 2, Raven 1, Raven 2. Unless you have a... Do you have a... you have a cool mech name?
No.
In the event, are we going to be calling each other Null and Toast and Mank, or are we going to be calling each other by our call sign?
Just so we don't get confused, like... Okay, so we can cross this. In fact, this is Spectre 1.
Go ahead.
Standing by.
Understood. We are waiting for step off. Step off, Raven and Spectre.
Are we going walking speed or hover speed?
Maintain position with the Humvees if possible. I'd say put it into high mode. No.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Oh, we're driving that Helmet okay. They're kind of all over the place.
Shots front.
Incoming
Slow down. Eyes on, multiple tanks, west, 270. They're breaking the line, coming through, BMPs.
Eyes on.
I just got critical hit.
I'm on your left, Spectre 1. You need to return to base. Now is the time to do it. Free to engage at any time.
I got hit. Jumping. My mech is critical hit. It's blowing up.
Understood.
We have 3 mechs disabled.
Got 4.
MPs and 2 tanks is
They
too
hit
much.
the Humvee, and I just decided I was gone.
Is that everybody?
I don't think
God
that's everybody,
damn,
but that's
Ninja.
that's a lot of people.
Yeah, I literally
That's
have no idea what
two
this is.
tanks and 4 BMPs. I thought it'd
Toast
be
is on
enough.
fire.
It,
Just stop
it
having
was
wrong Toast.
enough.
Oh, that's all of them. Wow, all of the fucking high max are dead. Ah!
Oh my god, Toast.
So abort mission, go back, yeah?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. A single T-72 was enough.
Where was this T-72?
I
Or
was
two
watching
T-72s.
it move up and move back, and I launched a tow, and then it ducked into the ground, and I didn't kill the T-72.
Oh.
And then it killed me.
Okay. So 2 T-72s and 4 BMPs kills 4 mechs.
Wow. That's surprising.
Alright.
Toast is just slowly burning.
Toast
to
is
death.
on fire.
He was screaming and then he passed out. Mank and Noel are just kind of.
And Mankiller and Noel are just standing next to each other, and Mankiller just went, well, shit. Okay. Jesus.
Please put Toast out of misery.
Well, I suppose they didn't want their HQ to be taken out.
Do you think that you saw us coming?
I'll be right back.
Oh.
That will learn them.
Well, all 4 mechs are gone.
Oh no.
So I'm going to. So did all the mech pilots survive?
Oh, Toast is dead.
Where I was standing,
God.
I don't think.
Blevins is dead. Toast is dead. So we've lost 2
Holy
mech
shit.
pilots. So Raven 1 and Spectre 2 are dead.
Half of Alpha 1.
Yeah. So there's definitely going to be a reinforcement wave if they want to continue.
Wait, do I not have a helmet?
4 BMPs and 2 T-72s wiped those mechs, by the way.
It was the
Yeah, no
T-72.
shit.
Did the BMPs actually get any of those kills, or was it the T-72?
I'm pretty sure it was the
T-72s
T-72s.
for sure.
Like, I don't think I even saw any of the T-72s.
I definitely don't think no shit is a like it's clearly obvious. I definitely thought that 4 HMCSs would be comparable to. I guess if I had only sent in the 2 T-72s, it wouldn't be target saturation because then you wouldn't prioritize the BMPs, or you would like be able to just prioritize the things that can kill you because the BMPs were just there for chaff. Yeah.
The only reason I shot the BMPs is because they were the only things that I could see.
That's what I'm saying.
See the fucking tanks.
That's what I'm saying because there's just so much stuff there, right?
No.
I mean, that is the Russian way.
Looking down the road from where I died, like I could see like 4 pixels on those tanks because of the trees on the road.
Yeah.
There's no visibility on those tanks.
Got it. Well, damn. I'm probably gonna refund. I'm gonna go talk to Mankiller and Noel real quick and give them each a mech. Probably, we'll see. I will give you guys both a mech since you survived.
Oh god.
Did that go as
Classic
well as
ninja
you
mission.
thought it would be?
Honestly, like I didn't know. I was kind of like,
First contact is not scalable.
That's fucking
I don't really
insane.
blame Ninja for us dying because like
No, we
looking at that as a
drove
tester,
towards contact. We got shot. Yeah.
I would not have been like, oh, these tanks will just peek through those trees and delete the mechs. I would not have thought that would have been a thing that would happen.
No, you
Was
wouldn't,
it like
would
that
you?
for Toast? Could you even see the tank?
No, I couldn't see the tanks. I could see the BMPs.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Since I'm still learning what is applicable, we're gonna have Toast and Blevins, so we're gonna bring you guys back eventually. We're still gonna we'll basically have you guys be reinforcements. Everybody else who's dead, once they get to the HQ, I'm just gonna let you guys respawn as a wave, and just be reinforcements with everybody else who dies up to that point. That way we don't have like. Although, should I do it
90% of us watching.
Yeah, that way. I'm debating whether or not I should do it sooner or later because that would just be. Because it's very clear that was a mistake.
What were you thinking, Ninja? For,
Huh?
What kind of time frame are you thinking for the mech respawn?
I think maybe at the same time as the mech respawn.
I would say, okay, so then
Because I'm
once
gonna be
once they
honest,
get,
it's a really nice day outside, and I'd rather just go ride a motorcycle than sit here and watch for half an hour.
Then go ride a motorcycle, Blevins. No stress.
If somebody wants to take my mech slot, they can feel free.
I'll take it.
Once they get to the,
I was FAC. I might as well. Sorry.
How did you die, Phoenix?
It's fine. Once they get to HQ, we'll do the respawn.
Channel switched.